Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. I'm sitting here at Big Bad Radio, recording live with Jukebox TV, man. We sit up here, we're going to get this interview done. Barb next to me on the air. She gonna be down for the show. We book in. So we're going to figure the rest out later. Just check us out on the, we in gear.
So you've been around for a long time.
Yeah, 125 years.
How you?
Realistically though, I've been the name of this city for like the 2002. 2002.
2000.
Yeah, 2002. I've been the name in the city. As for the show off shit was 2002. So yeah, you can say that.
So how you feel about like you can really say that you raised some people, like people live from like your lyrics and stuff that you did over the years. How you feel about that? Really saying you raised a generation.
Well, I can't personally say that, but I heard that before. I heard a lot of people say that, and that's love. I appreciate that. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I heard a lot of my stuff come out of the woodworks, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I don't look at it on the matter of somebody's. I used to look at it like they was copying or that's young boy stuff. But now, as I mature, it was like, all right, yeah, they showing love, they paying homage, to what was happening at the time. So as I grew older and then. And understood what it really was. I just appreciated the love that I got from the city. I just embraced it. And I appreciated that part alone. So to inspire a generation, for that to be the rumor, that's much love. And I just hope to be able to continue doing the same thing. On the positive matter. Like, see, a lot of times people don't give you the rest of the game. Like a lot of times these rappers nowadays, they don't give you the rest of the game. They tell you about the hustling and the going to jail and selling bricks and shooting people and they talk about a whole bunch of these things, but they don't give you the rest of the game of what happens next. You know what I'm saying? They don't give you the you get dead, you get locked up, you something happens to your family, and they don't give you that part of the game. And that's what I just try to I try to touch in on it, because one thing about me, the pain is undeniable. If you're rapping about the pain, it's your story. So the only thing they can say is they don't relate. They can't say it's corny because it's not their pain. Now, if I was to talk about Benzes and all, stuff that I don't have that make it corny, they can put a dent in my arm. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to talk about what I'm experienced at, and that's just living, my life and how I see it. And I give the game back. Ultimately, so for that to be what they're saying, I appreciate that the most.
So like over the years, like you could say you're a legend. Do you accept the title saying people calling you a legend? And
well, yes and no. It's a double-bladed sword.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Legend is a strong word. So.
But would you say a Philly legend?
Huh?
Would you say a Philly legend?
Well, Philly legend, or however deep they want to put that in, however deep they want to put that statement. When they say legend, I think of dead people. You know what I'm saying? So then they'll put a fix on it. They'll say living legend. You know what I'm saying? And both of them is still spooky because even if you think about it, it's like legend is like it's the past tense. So then they put the fix on it, the living legend, or he's still alive. And I think that's powerful. That's powerful. That's like trying to get into the Hall of Fame and you still in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly like that to me. So to be called a legend, it's a double-bladed sword because it's a good thing because they speak highly of me as love. I appreciate that, but on the same time, it was like, damn, his time just came and went. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's an ouch. It's an ouch in between.
So I see like some stuff like over your years you've been like you done your music and you handle your part, but you also bless people and help put people on, like
Ain't no
like the
question.
girl Miss Barbie right next to you, Hood Barbie.
That's smart. Listen, I never forget one time she said, "No man left behind."
4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like,
4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like, cool. I'm on a deserted island. And she said, "What? I'm coming for you. No man left behind." And I appreciated that. You dig what I'm saying? You know, it's just you know, it's just it's a blessing, and it's beautiful and a pleasure being around good people. You dig what I'm saying? You know, when you're around people that's genuine, it shows. You know, it shows in character, it shows in the relationship. It's just really easy to deal with them kind of people. You know, and there's not many of them. So when you're around a certain person, you know, that make you feel good. You want to hold on tight to that person.
Okay. And question for Hood Barbie. So, how have your career? How productive had your career been? And how had what Vodka showed you over the years? Like, what had he if you could help
starting
out?
into it, he watched me grow up a little bit. He was always a little older. He was my big brother. So once he became a big brother, rules came with being a big brother. Nobody could talk to my little sister. Don't look at her the wrong way. You make sure if you go here, you ask him that. You get your documentation. He always been a good big brother. I don't care how drunk he was. He always was a good big brother. But he always led me in the right form to the right people. It opened a lot of doors with acting, modeling, different type of people. I got to meet a lot of people, you know, and I always come to my brother and ask him for advice because, you know, the lane that I wanted to be in life, you know, he told me the underground version of it. Like, you know, it's not all what is cracked up too big. You know, once I realized that, I realized to slow down, you know, to use knowledge to read. If you don't read, you'll never know nothing. And that's why, you know, a lot of people are behind because they rather, you know, watch a video instead of reading a book. I'd rather read a book.
That's what they say. They say you gotta learn how to read, and then you gotta read to learn.
Ooh.
Ain't that a bitch?
Whew. It's the truth.
And I also see, like you said, you talk about reading, but I also see that you play chess, and some interviews you play a lot of chess.
Yeah.
Has chess slowed down moves in life for you, and have you?
Chess changed my life, like extremely.